How you guys doing? My name is Chris Matthews. I'm your relationship coach and licensed marriage and family therapist. In this video, I'm going to process with you guys 5 major questions you need to ask before you get married or engaged. Let's jump right into it. Question 1. What are we both unable to forgive? That's critical. Make sure you understand the deal breakers for the marriage and the relationship. Most couples that I see in counseling, a huge deal breaker is going to be infidelity. So if that's the case, you need to define what infidelity looks like prior to getting married or engaged. Another deal breaker for a lot of couples, or the unforgivable, may be the mismanagement of money. So if you have a partner that has an underlying gambling issue or a substance abuse issue or something that could jeopardize your family's ability to generate revenue and to sustain money, then that could be something you want to process and hash out, because once again, that could be the deal breaker or the thing that tears the marriage apart. The second question you want to ask is, do we make each other better? Relationships should be enhancements. They should add more than they take away. So do you and your partner come together and actually create a better outcome than you would have if each of you were apart? That's huge. A lot of times marriages dissolve because one partner is doing a lot of giving and the other one's just doing all the taking. You want to make sure that there's a natural flow of give and take. And don't get me wrong, in certain stages of the relationship, there may be more giving and taking. When I went through graduate school, my wife did a lot of giving because I had to sacrifice time where I couldn't be available with the family because I was studying in school, collecting clinical hours, things of that nature. It's great because now she's in grad school, so that's flipped to where I understand that I'm dedicating my weekends to ensuring that her needs are met so she can process through her education. So we're making each other better at certain times in our life because we're here for each other. It's a natural give and take. The third question you want to process: do we share the same life vision? Life vision is something that's going to be huge because it can change as you both grow. When my wife and I first got married, we both had jobs, and our vision was just to not be broke. We just wanted to make sure we could get a house and have our basic necessities met. As we grew into the marriage and as we grew into our professions, we wanted more. We wanted to travel. We wanted to provide our children with different opportunities and experiences. So our life vision changed, but it changed together. A pivotal moment in our marriage happened when I chose to become an entrepreneur. My wife was nervous, as I was too, because we were so used to the security of a employment or a job or W-2. So that vision was something that I had to initiate first. But over time, it became 2020 because she saw the success. She saw how we could grow more as independent entrepreneurs. So visions sometimes may take a moment to come into focus. So when you're in that relationship and the vision doesn't always seem clear, give it a little time. The next question you want to ask before you get married: do we desire to grow together? That also aligns with vision as well. Growing together looks like making sure that as you change, the relationship's changing too. In the last example, I shared how I wanted to start a business, and that was me growing. My wife chose to grow with me. There are things that she's done. She wanted to change her dietary habits. She wanted to stop eating meat and certain processed foods. I then had to grow with her. And don't get me wrong, I still eat meat, but when I cook meals, I'm okay with creating 2 separate meals so she's not having her growth of health impeded upon because I still want to eat certain foods. So that's us choosing to grow together. I also desire to support her as she chooses to go down different educational journeys and small things. For example, she might choose to purchase certain exercise equipment, or she might choose to go to a particular training or what have you. I believe in that investment financially and with the time because I want to see her grow and reach her goals as well. The fifth and final question you want to ask before getting married or engaged: how do we need and want each other. This is critical. So when you need a partner, it may be something financial. A lot of couples will get together and they'll have these undefined roles. One role may be to be the breadwinner, right? The person who's making all the money. That's one way to provide. So that person who is making the money is needed upon, right? The person who chooses to not make the money because they want to be a homemaker, they want to focus all their time and attention on raising children, needs the provider, but the provider also needs the homemaker because they want to have well-educated children that come from strong emotional environments, and they may desire that the mother or the father who's not working is there to give that 100% time and attention. So they both need each other to create a unified vision when it comes to how they want to raise children. They also may need each other with roles. The person who works the stressful job, who's making most of the money, may not desire to make all the money, then come home and cook and do laundry. The person who's at home may love those tasks. They may love cooking and doing laundry and those skills, and they don't want to go work for an employer. So the need is going to be both people coming together to fill a gap, to create what they want. So wants and needs are interchangeable, but at the same time, you want to make sure you have that dialogue with your partner to make sure they align before you get married. I hope this video is helpful. The goal was to process 5 questions with you guys that you can take either into premarital counseling or process on your own. If you would like more resources, please visit our website, Relationship Counseling Tools. We have a lot of online courses, quizzes, and products that you can use to establish a vision for your marriage to ensure that when you do get married, you actually can stay together and prevent being divorced. My name is Chris Matthews. I'm your relationship coach, licensed marriage and family therapist, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side for the next video.
You can never go back. I gotta take it on the other side.